Hi everybody. This short shoot is about just coming up with a design need and a design brief for the project-based learning. So I'm just going to start off this. I would advise that just a few notes to start with before students actually go into the task. So the first thing is to come up with a design need, and basically the design need will relate to the group issue, whatever that group issue to do with this project is. So this can be fictitious, it can be made up, but it's got to be based around this group issue. So I'm thinking down the lines of something to do with, let's say, erosion of cliffs and beaches. So I'm thinking local shire. I'm thinking erosion of cliffs. So this can be brainstormed by a group of students and beaches as well, the issues with that. I'm thinking also about natural beauty. It could be an area of natural beauty. Let's think. I'm thinking of tourists who may use that area, hikers, dog walkers, that type of thing. I'm thinking maybe the council. I'm after support, maybe state government, something along those lines. Raise people's awareness. So really what I'm doing is I'm just coming up with a few words to help me think about this design need. This next bit is very, very important. Don't say what you are going to do. That is really important. It's just this is a statement, a few sentences, a paragraph or something like that. And, you know, this can be a real situation or it can be fictitious. It can be made up. It's about coming up with an actual need. So when that's been done and written, you can then move in to the design brief. So what the brief is. And we're not after huge briefs or anything like that, but this must relate to the design need. So it's got to relate to the need. Don't start wandering off or anything like that. So I would suggest you know, a little intro sentence or something like that. What your role is, so what the student is, they will say things like, you know, I've been asked to, and things like that. What you have been asked to do. This will become clear in a minute. You might say that you're going to do some research work. You may say you're going to do some design work to design something. You're going to manufacture something, maybe a product of some description. You're going to communicate information to people through this. And you can say that that product will be a car bumper sticker. Okay. I would also include that there will be you've got to work to a specification set by the client, and the client in this case may well be the local shire that have approached you to do something. So that's how I'd go about it, just roughing something out to start with. So let's actually have a look at one that I've produced earlier. So here we go. We've got a design need. It's a statement that identifies as a problem that needs to be solved. In the space below, state your design need. This should relate to your issue. So I've used this one. I've used my notes. The local shire have noticed there's been a lot of erosion to an area of natural beauty. This area includes coastal cliffs and some beach areas. Many hikers and dog walkers use this area, and the shire is concerned for their safety. Local council members are putting together a petition to the state government to raise their awareness of the erosion problem. However, they also wish to raise people's awareness of this problem to get additional support. So that's basically, there's a design need. There's a problem there that needs to be solved. There's no mention of what's in the brief as yet or what you're actually going to do. So let's actually have a look at the brief now then. This relates to the need. It's a statement that you're intending to do to solve the brief, etc., etc. So the brief: as the local shire wish to raise people's awareness of the cliffs and beach erosion, they've decided to employ a local design team to design and produce an information pack that highlights this issue. Your role in the team is to produce a range of designs for a piece of merchandise to communicate this issue or the issue. Your merchandise will be a car bumper sticker. You've been instructed to also produce research work and a final manufactured product. The shire will also give you a clear specification that must be followed. That incidentally will come later on. So you can actually see how there's few notes to start with allow to create a design need, a problem that's there that needs to be solved, whether it be a real life problem or a fictitious one, a made up one. And then from that, students should then develop this design brief that relates to it, and this actually states what they're going to do. It's important that this is done correctly, because further down the line, when you come to do design work and so on and so forth, it needs to relate to the brief. Is it solving the brief, and is it also solving the specifications that will be set by the client? So there you go. Earlier part of the project: design need and design brief. Have a go at that. Thanks very much.